So we just landed in LaGuardia, but we've got to take a transfer over to JFK because our flight from JFK is the one that goes to Ireland. So the question is, after we get to JFK and drop off our bags again, do we go into the city, do we go do something, or do I just sit at the airport and sleep?
I vote sleep. Sleep.
Okay. So as we're waiting on our baggage, I completely forget about my phone on the plane. So they're hopefully going to get it. My phone, we're okay, we're okay.
So I've always been the guy that's like, you know, so-and-so, please return back to the terminal, you forgot your cell phone. I'm like, who are these idiots?
Rude.
Are you happy to have your phone back?
Oh my God. No, seriously. I've actually been to Ireland before, 3 years ago, and it was very wet and cold. However, the sun is out, as you can see, so it's just not as bad. And he has on shorts.
And your boy is still wearing shorts.
He's probably always going to. I will not. I came to Ireland about 3 years ago, but I did the bottom half of the country, so more in the countryside. My last time I was here, I did a lot of castles, so if you were here on this video to try to see a lot of castles, you may be slightly disappointed. There's going to be a few castles coming up, but it's not going to be like all over the place unless I did an entire tour like I did last time. And this is his first time.
My first trip. I'm excited for Guinness later on today.
Yeah, he's more excited for Guinness and Jameson. Those two things I did not get to do last time because I wasn't in the city, so we're just in Dublin now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We are winding down the last bits of the Guinness brewery. Yeah, it's really cool. This place is probably about, I think, 500 stories high.
It's actually like 7 or 8.
It is pretty cool. It's beautiful here. You can tell this is where the original was, and then they've just completely modernized it so that you can enjoy everything they have to offer, and you learn so much about how they make the beers and stuff. I've really enjoyed it, especially somebody like him, because he worked part-time in a bar there in East Texas at East Texas Brewery.
What are you doing, Tay?
It's cold. Burning calories. Gotta go have more beer.
Whiskey, babe. Whiskey.
It's so cold.
Watch out for that pole. We
have now made it to the Jameson Distillery of love Dublin, and I'm so excited because for some reason I just feel like this place is a little bit more my style, where Guinness was more his style. Don't you agree?
I would definitely agree.
Like, it's got like all the old stuff here, the architecture. Yeah, this is just definitely more my style type stuff.
Well, we just left Guinness. Oh, you did? Came here, yeah. So. How was that? It's pretty good.
Just like San Francisco, we met more friends.
New York.
We didn't even get their names, which is horrible. They're from New Jersey though. This is
George.
and Paige. George and Paige. They're really sweet. They've actually already done the Jameson tour, so they've told us a lot about it, and we're trying to convince them to do Guinness. We don't know. You guys, there's a lot to whiskey and beer and alcohol.
It is. A lot of science.
There's so much, which I love. If you guys have seen the other YouTube videos, you know. Alright, it is 5 o'clock in the morning and I am headed to the airport to go to class. I'm pretty tired to say the least, but I'm so excited because I love Not Another Academy. Just made it to London at Heathrow, and I'm now going to be getting an Uber, the taxi, and headed to Not Another Salon so that I can go to class today. I'm so excited. It's probably about 8:30 right now, and let's see, Jonathan's out doing all kinds of other stuff today in Ireland, doing like tours and stuff.
Through the whole 2-week trip, I don't think we spent more than 25-30 minutes for any ride. Any ride. Every day we was at a restaurant with a meet and greet. Because it was all free, no jump.
And you're like, oh, what the heck?
No way, mate. I said to this guy, I said, look.
Made it to Not Another Salon. I was a little over 30 minutes late because of the traffic in London all the way from Heathrow, but that's okay. They're so sweet and so accommodating, and we're ready to go. We've already been taking a few notes and discussing things, and then we're gonna get hands-on pretty much all day until I fly back, so stay tuned. is why it's good to be educated in other places, because you meet friends. She's actually from New York, which is awesome. I know that last time I had a girl from New York and from Oklahoma, which was great. And she's actually from England, but more northern, which is awesome. You can actually hear a little bit in her accent. It's so cute. And we're here at Prerequisite trying to eat a little bit. It's been already a crazy day. Okay, at London Heathrow again. It was a little bit of a lengthy ride. It was rush hour again, but I'm at the airport and about to leave. It is about to be about 8 o'clock, 8:30. My flight leaves out at 9:15 p.m. So I'm headed back to Dublin, all in a day's work. Look, at the airport again. Except I have someone with me.
Yep.
We're going to Scotland, Edinburgh to be more exact. It's, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning. No, it's 6:30. Oh, lo and behold, babe, it's 6:30.
Yep.
Why are we like this?
I don't know. We just go on vacation and we can't relax. We just gotta go.
You gonna be okay?
Just need some coffee to get me going this morning.
He's not happy.
I'm dragging slow.
So our flight actually got here very, very early. It got here before 8 o'clock a.m. and nothing opens that we want to do until 9 or after, so, you know, we're just gonna wake up. It's fine. We're all fine here.
Yep. It's fine here, thanks. How are you?
How are you? Yee! Edinburgh is so beautiful! Oh my god! It reminds me a lot of Rome, but like because it's so old, like everything around here, but yet it's got a little bit of the modern things like London. I mean, I'm just so in awe right now. I believe this is probably my favorite next to Italy. It may be.
It's I like how it's old and everything seems to be tall and built on a hill.
Yeah, lots of hills. I think that's what's so kind of cool. We're gonna need it because it's very cold. Fahrenheit, it feels like 24 degrees and it's below freezing. And there's ice on the ground and there's a 15% chance of snow, so we'll see. I have on 2 pairs of pants and I'm still freezing, so I feel dumb complaining in my San Francisco video. So if you saw that and I was complaining that it was 52 degrees, you can call me an idiot. this 20-degree weather. I don't even care. Rudolph was seen at Edinburgh Castle. Rare sightings of the red-headed, red-nosed reindeer.
Red-headed, red-nosed. Well.
Or your knuckles crack.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool.
Hey Tay, you know why this castle area is so clean?
Why?
Because the Scotch Guard protect it.
I feel like that's borderline disrespectful. You are wrong, Mayo.
No, I'm not.
Look, we're in Greece. No, I'm just kidding.
Psych.
It's still Edinburgh. But I don't know what that is, but we keep calling it the Parthenon.
Parthenon
That kind of thing. And then there's this thing right here. We also call that Coit Tower, but that's in San Francisco, so that's
what
also,
it reminds us of.
It's also incorrect. But then there's that over there. It's the castle. And then over there. The Harbour. Not Boston. That's still
Not the
Edinburgh.
Boston Harbour.
See, there's something for everyone. Ta-da! The hills are alive. That's also not German.
You can take our lives, our land, and our tyranny, but you can't take our freedom!
Is that Braveheart?
Yes, it is.
Look over there, it's a hobbit hole. If you don't watch Instagram, you wouldn't understand. But Jonathan has to touch everything everywhere we go. He is having a conniption on why he cannot get up on this thing.
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. Edinburgh Airport. Going back to Dublin tonight for more adventures tomorrow. I don't know what time it is. It is almost 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Our flight leaves out about 9. So we're here pretty early. We don't have to be here that early, but just we're freezing. And we just want to chill before we go back home. I can't feel my legs and I have on 2 pairs of pants.
Texting my mom, letting her know I'm alive.
More adventure. This is the last day. It's day 4 actually on the ground. And we're doing Northern Ireland, a couple of different cities and really cool landmarks. And supposedly it's gonna rain, so we're a little bit more prepared just in case, because you know that's how Ireland and the UK do. Anyways, it's super early. It's not as early as the last few mornings, so hallelujah. Now our little Belfast taxi tour is done. I didn't show a whole lot because it's a very sovereign, very sad thing, but I'll put up some information about it. We're actually at the Titanic place now.
That's where they built the Titanic.
This is where they built it. So this is the largest museum and expedition of Titanic in the world. There are some, like even North America, that show that they do Titanic type museum things, but this is the largest one in the world because this is actually the shipyard that it was built on and where it was released into the water. They have all kinds of things inside this gift shop. We're only in the gift shop because we decided to do the other thing, and then half of our tour decided to do the Titanic thing. So, but for now, we're just getting some knick-knack things that show that we're in Belfast because this is Northern Ireland. It is a separate country. And that's something that we learned on the tour. It is not Ireland, it is Northern Ireland, so it's part of the UK currently. And there's that big divide. It's very segregated. A lot of controversy with that, but it was really interesting. We're now going to the rope bridge, and it's still freezing, obviously, and it's continuously kind of drizzling and rainy. You can hear the crashing of the waves, which I think is John's favorite part.
Don't forget the rocks to the right.
There's a bunch of mountainous area, very like hardcore rock formations. Down behind us, we've already passed, we may go back and see it, parts of Game of Thrones was filmed. As I thought it was.
No, not at all.
But it is kind of scary if you go by yourself, so I'm glad John was with me because I don't think I could have done it. It moves, but it's not as wobbly as you would think, and it's got wood on it, so it's kind of okay, but whoa. People used to use that to do fishing for salmon for the Atlantic. They found it was quicker and easier to drop nets down off of the bridge to get fish. That's where it originally came from. They do not fish off it anymore because they actually depleted the salmon population by doing that. So it is now just a tourist attraction. We're going to the Giant's Causeway. So excited about this part. There's folklore involved here. Also scientific ruling too. Here we are, freezing our butts off on the top of Giant's Causeway. Freezing, it's getting darker. It's time to go.
Time to get something to eat.
Scientifically, how the Giant's Causeway was actually formed with the hexagonal and pentagonal shapes of the rock was actually from volcanic eruptions over time and how the water and the volcanic ash cooled. They actually are saying that it's the 9th wonder of the world because scientists know that it was formed by volcanic, but they still have no idea why it formed in hexagonal shapes. And technically, this stretches all the way from this coast part of Northern Ireland all the way to Scotland, but most of it is buried underwater, and that's where the Atlantic Sea meets the two, and part of the Irish Sea. So most of it's underwater now, but it actually used to be a land bridge centuries and centuries ago.
It's underwater.
Bless. And then there's Irish folklore that says how the giants are the ones that actually caused it. They had a war between each other. The Scottish giants and the Irish giants had a war and a fight and would throw these things back and forth, and that's how they formed a land bridge. So scientists really don't know what it's for. They just speculate it's for the volcanic. So it's definitely way different to see them in person than to see pictures. We are done with the bus tours. It's after 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock at night, but we have time before we fly out in the morning. So we are gonna go see some pubs and some really, really old places. We get to walk around and it kind of feels like New York City, which is really cool. So this is downtown Dublin.
It actually smells decent for a downtown area. Like you can
Definitely.
smell food and not like, you know, rubbish, as they call it here.
Rubbish or urine, like you would in New York, I'm just saying. And yeah, there's some really cool sights. It's time to go home now. It'll be the long 18-hour trek home because we go from here back to New York and then back to Dallas. And so I'm going to try to get a lot of laptop work done, get a lot of sleep.
Watch some movies.
Watch the movies for him. And I cannot wait to see our children. Aren't you so excited?
And by children, she means dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs.
Back in New York, here we are. We gotta go exchange some currency back to US dollars.
Oh look, currency exchange. I need to get rid of some of these extra pounds.
Oh my gosh. Back at Dallas. Yes, I look like trash. He
Oh.
still looks amazing.
Oh, flawless.
He just wakes up everywhere flawless. That's what he means. It doesn't matter how far we've gone or whatever. The trek home, which is another hour and a half, and then start here in the morning. But it feels good to basically be home. It's just a long day. Wow, it took me forever to get that uploaded and done. This is actually currently March of 2020 right now that it's being posted. And, you know, this was done in November of 2019. So just so you girls know out there that follow me for hair and stuff, you just gotta be patient with yourself sometimes, okay? Life happens. Yes, thanks you guys so much for watching 4 countries in 4 days. It was a lot going on. That's just how we roll. I think we have a death wish. Maybe. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to watch for more videos to come in the future, and also follow on Instagram, Facebook, all the things linked below as always. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.